sitting here. Oh, you can tell, hey Google, whatever song you want to play in the background.
Oh shit, you got it like that.
Oh, it just turned it on.
Sure, check out this background music station on YouTube Music.
Hey Google, shut the fuck up.
Wow, she did.
Yeah. Welcome to the third episode of Myloh's My Highs. I got the super homie Default. I need to put some applaud. Like, hey. It's my guy right here. Super dope artist. Literally, I haven't seen you since the Great something.
Yeah, since
what was that show called?
What was it? I know that was my first ever show I did too. I should really.
That was your first show?
That was my first ever show. I really should remember the name of.
What was that show called? It had a bunch of lights.
It did. It was. What was the name?
It was dope though. Whatever that shit.
Yeah, it's in the back of my head. Like I'm pretty sure I've seen it on my Facebook memories.
You know, Alex always have them dope ass titles.
Man, we telling. I'm like,
Welcome to Flowers Fest, Volume 1.
I'm like, man.
Yeah, man.
You gotta save something for the rest of us, man.
Man, that shit sucked that day when we were the last two on there.
Yeah. And then most of the crowd left. I was like,
bro, I was so mad.
It was crazy because I was like,
we sold the most tickets.
Yeah, I was like, bruh. And then when everybody left, I was like, well, shit, I guess I gotta perform still, right?
I was bitter as hell that when I saw, I was like, okay, we're going last. I knew we were going last. I was like, damn it. I'm seeing people just.
Yeah, it was crazy because Alex performed.
He fucking ripped.
It was literally everybody was in there. I was like, damn, it's gonna be like this when I get on.
Homie should have closed his set. He should have closed it.
They was like, we're gonna take a 10-minute break. And I was like, oh shit, that's too much time.
And I felt bad for Alex because it was like I didn't want him to think I was upset with him or we were upset because I knew he didn't try to do it because we sold the most tickets, but
it was crazy.
Anyway, getting into it, man. My first question is, and I'm gonna just ask you genuine questions. With you, I didn't try to write as much. I just wanted to go off the wing. But what actually started you out rapping? What made you be like decide, yo, I'm about to literally do this shit?
Okay. So, first off, rapping wasn't in my head 3-4 years ago.
Okay.
I was hanging out with some friends, and there was an apartment. We were just chilling, and the apartment just so happened to have a studio with, like, a little bedroom. So, they'd been working on a song for, like, ever, and they were just like, we need another verse, this, and that. And it was like, yo, you write? And I was like, not really, but I can, I think. And so, when they just said, okay, go in there, do it. And I was like, all right, whatever.
Was it difficult to write it down and actually?
Nah, that's the thing though. Like, I thought it'd be super hard. I was like, oh, it's gonna take forever. But I heard the beat and I just started jotting down notes. And when I went in and recorded it, they just looked at me and they said, you sure you ain't never rapped before? I was like, nah, like, I mean, was that good? They just they said, yeah. Yeah, it's good. And I was like, okay, cool.
It sparked you. Was
yeah.
Like the light bulb and all?
Yeah, like when I was in the studio, when I was in the closet with the headphones on recording.
Still studio.
Yeah. When I was in there, it just felt natural. It didn't feel awkward. I didn't really kind of hesitate at the idea. It just felt like, I like this. Like, I like it. And then hearing myself back, that was the thing that was weird. Hearing myself back. Because I was just like, that's how I sound?
Yeah, it's a hard adjustment.
Yeah.
You're like, damn.
It's just, in my mind, that's not what I envisioned my voice sounding like. So, after that, I was just...
When did you start getting comfortable actually spitting and hearing your voice?
Because
your newer stuff sounds... Well, I don't know what's newer, but your stuff I listen to sounds confident.
Yeah. When I was in a group, it was harder for me because I wasn't sure if what they were telling me was just because I knew them and they were just, oh, I like it, it's dope. And then, going into the studio and having the, knowing that they verses coming up next or something like that. So I gotta get in there and just snap it off. It was like, I felt rushed. I didn't feel completely confident because I didn't necessarily, I'd run out of breath a lot. I had to get that down because I would try to spit a whole bar and like do it again. Come on. So
That's the hardest part in the beginning.
Yeah.
Breath control.
Once I got that down, somewhat, it got so much easier, and I was able to go in. And once I kind of knew who I was as an artist, that too, because I started off in the group I was in. It was kind of like trap, and I was like, okay.
I don't catch that off you. That's
no,
weird.
that was a weird thing because yeah, it was weird because like the verses I wrote weren't bad, like and like my voice I always sounded pissed off, so it kind of fit. But then one day I was just like, you know what? What if we go to a club and perform, and I talk all this in my song, and somebody wants some problems?
Oh man!
I'm like, I don't. I mean, I don't want no problems. Like, I don't want to go to jail, or I don't want to have to.
Freedom is key.
It is. It's a beautiful thing.
So, what would you define your style and your music as? Because do you feel like you've developed your style in your own significant sound yet, or where do you feel like you're at with that?
I think I do. I feel like me personally, I'm personal. Yeah. So I rap about things that have gone on with me in my life, but the way I convey it and the way I speak it, it's not just me reading off paper. It's like I put like all of me into whatever I'm writing, because it's every time I'm rapping, every time I'm writing, it's like memories just flooding in. So it goes into my writing, and then when I'm reading it back, it's just I feel it. Every one of my songs.
It's legit who you are as a person.
Yeah.
So what do we expect next from you? Like as far as an album, an EP, a mixtape? I know we got a record.
Yeah.
I love that record.
That one is definitely on the way. I gotta get that mixed and mastered as soon as that out the window. Cause I was saving that for the album, but then I just thought to myself, nah. This is something you just put out there and people kind of catch on to it. So yeah, once I get that done, that's
coming right out there. And then the album.
Yeah, so I've been working on this for like a year and a half, and I'm pretty much done writing it. I'm gonna call it Tales of the Lost Ones. And it's gonna be
Tales of the Lost Ones.
It's gonna be like stories of different people. So instead of song titles, it's gonna be names of different people. Oh. And each song is their story.
Oh.
So yeah. Oh, so I got 8 songs on it so far.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, it's taken forever because like some of these stories are like genuine. I've talked to people and written songs about them, and they're like, yeah, I approve of it. And then others, I'm like, yikes. Like, I don't know what else to come up with without making it sound too fabricated. Like I want it all to feel authentic, and then kind of having like a common factor in the middle. Like it all comes together at the end. And so that one.
What inspired that idea? Like obviously they're lost people, but what was the moment where you're like, this is the direction I need to go creatively?
So my first EP, Dementophobia Volume 1, was like me kind of in therapy, talking about my feelings, and then it got me thinking, because that one's going to be a series, and I just thought, well, what if instead of me talking to a therapist, it was group therapy, and it was everyone sharing their stories to help everyone else, help heal yourself, but then others around you as well. So I just kind of took it and ran with it. And was like, I've never really heard a concept like this from.
I haven't either.
So it's like, I feel like it'll be unique, but I'm taking as much time as possible because I don't want to just push it out. I want it to, when it comes out, it's something like.
Right, because you got to have that balance between this is actually what I want people to take of me. Yeah. But also I want to make sure I can promote it right. But what is your balance between I'm a writer and I'm an artist and I'm a musician, I'm a promoter per se. So like, how do you walk that line?
I'm trying to, that's the next part I'm working on, is getting more towards the promoter side. Because I have no problem writing music, and,
speaking
my truth, speaking my mind. But when it comes to, you see on social media the people that, they tag everybody and their mama, or they just spam people in messages with like, here's a song like every day. I'm like, to me, I've been one of those people that received that every day. It was like, hold on.
That's
there.
not how you want to do it. Yeah.
I'm like, hold on there. So I'm trying to, get better at making connections because I know it's not what you know, it's who you know.
Right.
So, if I can kind of get a group of people that all have the same mindset in terms of we all know what we're fighting for, what we're shooting for, we kind of hold each other accountable and, help promote each other's stuff so that my friends become your friends and vice versa. And we can all kind of help us get to where we want to be. So
that's a great thing. I definitely have to, I guess since I was doing music, I've been doing music since I was like 11. So like, I just kind of gathered certain people in my audience, but it took a long time. I don't like promotion. You obviously have to do it.
Yeah, it's definitely a necessary evil.
It makes me feel so devalued. That's why I disappear somewhere. I come and and then, you gotta go back. What is your advice for people, I guess even like myself, who struggle with, you obviously have to promote, but you don't like promoting. What is your advice for people who have low self-esteem as artists, who are just trying to like believe in themselves, do it authentically, but they fear if they don't play the game that they won't have an opportunity to be successful?
Well, I mean, I look at success as what you envision success to be. Because what my interpretation of success is might not be the same for you.
Right.
So, you got to get out of your comfort level at some point. But at the same token, you don't want to lose yourself trying to be what people want you to be.
Right.
Because I've always believed what's real prospers. So if you are true to yourself and you kind of stay within yourself, but take a chance every now and again to kind of, reach for that opportunity, at the end of the day, you can't be.
Exactly. It's about, it really is just about how you feel.
Yeah. Because at the end, like that, when I first started doing music, I wanted other people to tell me my music was good. I wanted to send it to you. Hey, how do you think? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? And as I got more into it and more serious with it, I was like, okay, if I can listen to it and say I'm happy with it, I wouldn't change anything about it, I'm happy. At the end of the day, 100,000 people can tell me it's garbage, and I'll be like, cool. Like, I think it's good.
Right.
So, there's constructive criticism, but at the end of the day,
music is an interpretation.
Exactly.
Right? It's an interpretation.
There's no one artist that every single person is going to say, wow.
That's a fact.
We all love you, blah, blah, blah. Genres, you got to find your crowd. You got to play to your crowd. And then once your crowd gets involved, or once you find that fan base, usually what I've seen is they help spread it more than you can. Like,
how do you feel about your fan base? Do they support you?
Yeah, I've got like a lot of people that, like, I've got coworkers, ex-coworkers, people I've just met, like Uber drivers. I've had Uber drivers. I've said, hey, I do music, and they text me every now and again, hey, you did anything new yet? Da, da, da. It's just like, it's weird. Because I'm like, I never thought I'd have a fan base.
Right.
Like, when I first started doing music, I just thought, it's cool to do, And then once I started taking it seriously, it started just giving it to different people, and they actually hit me back like, yo, when you got a show? Like, how much your merchandise costs? I'm like, yo.
Let's talk about that merchandise in a few seconds, because we're going to cut in so I can make sure the camera's still recording. We'll be right back.
Hey, that's what. Okay, so let me see.
Who's your best friend in life?
My mom.
Yo, that's big.
As cliche as some people might say, my mom has. She's literally been there. Like, when I first told her I was doing music, she didn't want to hear it. She was just like, "No, you're not finna do that." And I was like,
most parents, right?
Yeah. And then once I got away from the trap music and kind of got into actual me, she started to open up and was like, okay, And so now whenever I'm about to release a song, I play every song to her first.
Really?
Yeah.
How does she usually feel about them?
So far, she likes my music. Like, there's a couple songs she's like, I don't get it. That's cool.
Too much cussing?
Some, yes.
I was actually surprised to hear you cuss. I don't know.
It's crazy. A lot of people, when they hear my music, they're like, that's not you. I'm just like,
You don't really cuss that much as a person.
I don't.
You have more of like a light energy about you.
Yeah, I'm usually like real laid back and real chill, but for some reason when
Expression.
I get those headphones on and I'm in the studio, I just let it all out. And I'm just like, all right, this is it. Like,
I mean, because it's going through the subconscious, right?
yeah,
It's not
yeah, because
you know?
it's one time the song I wrote about my dad, I actually cried in the studio. Like,
Really?
yeah, like towards the end of my verse, I'm not sure if most people can hear it, but my voice actually starts to crack. Like,
Shit.
like it was, yeah,
There's nothing like crying on some paper and then recording that like.
yeah, because I knew it was gonna be a problem when I recorded it, and I was just like, oh man, I'm crying writing it. Like, this is gonna be a problem.
Did you get it off? Like the energy get released?
Yeah, my mom easily was like, "That's your best song." And I said, "I think you're right. You know, I think you may be onto something."
Do you still feel like that?
Yeah. To date, that song, even when I hear it now, like I can't help but to get like a little emotional, just because I'm still kind of going through that whole. Not necessarily wasn't his acceptance, but it's just like, you know, it's just weird because every time I hear it, I just rethink of all like the birthdays he wasn't here or little things like when I played football in middle school, high school. My mom never missed a game, but you know, my dad was just
Damn.
MIA.
Do you forgive him?
Yeah, we have a relationship today. It's I'm working more and more on, you know, trying to let go completely and just, you know, move on to, you know, because one day if I have kids, you know, that was a big thing for me too. I didn't know if when I had kids would I want them to meet their granddad, because, you know, I didn't want them to have to maybe deal with him popping in and out. So as I've gotten older, I've forgave, because I don't know what he was going through in life at the time. So
Exactly.
I can't really speak. You know, as a kid, yeah, it hurt. I mean,
But as you grow up, you kind of realize like
yeah,
life happens, and
so
yeah.
I can't hold that against you, because you may have had good reason not to be around, but you know, that's just life. The fact is,
Has he heard the song?
Yeah, he heard it. He said he cried.
Damn.
My mom almost cried when she listened to it.
Where can we find this song and what's it called?
It's on SoundCloud. It's called Dear Father.
Shit.
And yeah, like,
I'm gonna listen to that shit ASAP.
yeah, it's crazy because it's just, man, like when I was literally at the end of it, I had gave like everything I had and put in that song, and it just, yeah, I couldn't. Wow, one. I couldn't redo it if I wanted to.
You couldn't redo it.
Like if I had messed up, they're like, oh, go do it again. I'd been like, you know what, I need a break. Cause yeah, like emotionally, that just drained me. It was just like, man, all that hurt, like from high school, middle school, all that, it just spilled out. And at the same time, like a huge weight lifted off my shoulders, because I had never really talked to anyone besides my mom about it. So being able to
Openly express that was.
it was everything. It was like it helped me move on from something I thought as a kid didn't affect me, because, you know, I have my mom still, and you know, I'm good. I don't need my dad. But once you openly admit, like, yeah, this wasn't okay. You know, I did have a problem with it. Yeah, I was depressed about it for a long time. It just, everything felt so much better because I could take that step towards being a better person and, you know, kind of moving on from the situation in itself. So, yeah.
I appreciate you for just opening that up, you know, especially to my viewers and listeners, and just me personally, because as a writer and also a consumer of music, you appreciate that from an artist because a lot of people go through that,
Yeah.
especially what you're talking about. And it's amazing the power of music, and I'm sure that your parents and you aren't the only people who probably cried hearing that.
No, I don't doubt it. I've yet to perform that song live.
Oh, you need to hurry up, man.
Yeah, I'm. As soon as I can book a show again, man, I tell you, go up there and he'd be like, what you want to tell me? Like, you know, I want to have that awkward conversation. So,
have you ever thought about doing Christian rap?
I actually did a song for my church once.
Really?
Yeah, it was. I had never performed. I was still in the group, so I totally butchered it. It was so bad.
Did you cuss in?
No, I didn't cuss. It's funny though because the beat that I used for it, the song I had originally wrote to it was, oh my god, it was so like had so many words, and I was just like, yeah. So when somebody heard it, then they heard the original song, they were just like, how did you do that? I was like, I don't know.
What was the song?
It was called Haters. The original song was called Haters. And then I didn't have a title to the Christian song. I just performed. They were just like, hey, we need a song. And I kind of procrastinated until like 2 nights before. And I was like, oh, God.
So I'm hoping that other bit
yeah.
Chop the chop. So you got to memorize it in 2 days? Mm-hmm. That's talent.
Yeah.
I can't do that to this day.
Yeah. Memorizing, it's funny because I have trouble memorizing like actual lyrics, like other people's lyrics. Like it's weird because so many songs I will think one word said, it's a completely different. I'm just like, how the hell? So people look at me weird, just like, that's not the lyrics. And I just got to play it off. That's my version of it. Like, mind your business. So,
it's my business.
Yeah,
my business.
So yeah, I can write a song today and have it performed in front of people Monday and remember your part, his part, everybody else's part.
That's just the rehearsal and the constant just flexing with the pen all the time, right?
Yeah, because once I write it, I listen to it nonstop. Like, I'm literally everywhere I go. I'll be at the gym, be at work with a headphone in, and just constantly listen to it and just reciting it until I get it perfect and I can say it without messing up like 5-10 times.
That's how you know you're going to go far.
Yeah, because I'm just like, because I don't want to get on stage and then butcher my own lyrics in front of people, because that's
this guy tons of times.
I'm like, I really that kind of scares me because I don't want to. I'm pretty sure it might, something might happen. I might trip or fall, but I can deal with that. Cause
you can deal with that.
I can deal with that because I'm goofy, so
okay.
I can laugh at myself. But if I get on stage and I'm just not that.
What did I say?
Yeah. Then they go, but he don't write his rhymes. I'm like, yes, I do.
You want to be famous? Big question.
Okay. Fame would be cool. Being able to make a lot of money and move back to California.
That's where I'm from?
Yeah, Long Beach.
Rialto.
Oh, okay.
Yours is way shinier than mine.
Just a little bit.
Long Beach.
Snoop Dogg.
Yeah,
Sorry, it's a little cold. But
Long Beach.
But fame would be cool. It'd be cool to be able to perform at, award shows and sell out Staples Center, Madison Square Garden, and be able to travel all around the world and have people that know my lyrics and, know who I am when I walk up. But if it doesn't happen, I'm not going to consider it a failure.
Yeah. No.
Like, fame would be cool, but at the end of the day, I just want to always be happy with who I am. I don't want anything to change me. I don't want anyone to change me.
Agreed.
I just want to be able to make my music, have people that like it, and move on from
Along
there.
with your dad.
Like,
that's beautiful.
Like,
that's beautiful.
Fame, it seems all good and well, but
you can tell.
You hear all the time about, oh, he got all this money, now he's broke, and this, and that, now this happened, like.
And they be looking out for young black rappers.
Yeah.
Oh, the laws is always trying to get us.
Yeah. I don't
I hate to put it like that.
Yeah. That's just how it is. Like,
it's just the way it is, right?
Yeah, it's
always something that somebody's doing, or we're caught up in some escapade, and now it's just
like that's another thing that I had to kind of grow up fast-ish because that's a real thing.
I know it doesn't seem like it was when you grew up.
Some people look at me and they say, "Oh, you use it as a cop out," and it's not a cop out. It's real life.
It's really what's happening.
Like, I've been pulled over riding a bike to Quick Trip because I fit the description of the suspect. It's just like, I'm the
black.
Yeah. Like, brown hair, no, black.
It's gotta be that guy.
It's gotta be that guy. Yeah, and it's just crazy because I was walking one day and then the cops just like, "Where you headed?" Why?
Does it really matter?
Yeah, I'm going to Walmart. Oh, you staying out of trouble? I wasn't in trouble.
My record's clean. Why I gotta?
Yeah, like why? Can I go? I don't want to go home. Like, I don't.
It's so funny how I have a clean record, but I feel like paranoid. I have nothing on my record, but I feel like I'm like I have to watch out for everything I do.
It's crazy because anytime I see a police siren or I see a cop car either behind me, side of me, in front of me, it's just like
a weird feeling.
Yeah, like my stomach kind of drops because I'm just like, I didn't do anything wrong.
I didn't do anything, but like
for some reason, just naturally, I just get that feeling.
I'm glad I'm not the only one.
Yeah, I just get that feeling of like,
I'm gonna get taken down for something I ain't.
Yeah, it's just like, I don't know.
How do we get past to put that into a widespread? How do people get past their worries, doubts, anxieties, and fears?
Some people never will because, that's how they're raised. Like, some people are raised to see certain things and think negative.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that's kind of like the same thing with racism. Some people are just raised up to think this race is this and that race is that, or, different things like that. So I just feel like it's one of those things, as you get older, you just have to kind of push through it and just know, like, if something does happen, do what you got. Like, my mom always told me, do what you got to do to make it home at night. If a cop pulls me over, he says, "Get out the car." I'm not going to be like, "Why I got to get out the car, blah, blah." I'm like, "Cool, I'm out the car. You show me your hands." Like, something. Like, whatever I got to do to get home. If I've got nothing on me or nothing like that, I do what I got to do.
It's in God's hands.
Exactly. I can't, like, at that point, I'm not going to cause a scene. I'm not going to do this, do that. I'm going to just do what he wants me to do. If you're going to give me a ticket, give me a ticket.
Yeah, exactly. But
as long as I get to go home, because I don't want to be that next person on a t-shirt. I don't.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to have to experience loss like that.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to do that.
I don't want to be the next kind of t-shirt either. I fear that. I fear that I want this is kind of a question too. I fear that I will leave the earth before I understand how great I am to myself. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? How do you feel? Like, what do you want to leave the earth with? Like, what is your when default, when Brandon, when it's all said and done, what do you want to be remembered for? And what do you want to leave this earth for, or leave this earth with?
I just want to be remembered for who I was. Someone who would make you laugh if you needed. Someone who'd help, get the shirt off his back if he could to help someone else. Just someone you can rely on no matter what. If you're going through anything, I try to be that person that can help. If I can give it to you, I'm going to give it to you.
Right.
Because I've been in situations where I didn't have something and others help pick me up. So I feel you put out good, naturally good comes to you.
True.
So I just want to be known as someone who was dependable, someone who cared about people, whether I know you or not, like someone who was just a real, genuine person.
Yeah. And you are.
I don't want to be known as, any of that other, like you got some people that are just douchebags to everyone. Or people who only care for themselves and like nah.
Doesn't that suck how like douchebags and assholes are so praised and idolized, especially in our community?
Yeah.
It's like you have to be this and that, but like it seems like it's shocking to people that I'm just the most nice or more chill dude. It's like I can't just be in my car playing Katy Perry or my black card is revoked.
It's funny because I'll be in my car listening to like 21 Pilots.
Yeah.
People will look at me like
what?
What is that? Or if they just NBA YoungBoy came out with a new album and this and that, I'm just like, I don't know.
Are you listening?
They just be like,
right?
What you mean? Like you don't like
you
don't like Kevin Gates? I'm like,
I don't know.
I'm like he's cool.
Yeah. Do I have to?
Yeah, like the music I grew up on might not be what you grew up on, my guy.
Like, forgive me, man. Like my teachers was playing the Beatles in third grade. I'm like, I love it.
Yeah, like
I'm sorry.
Man, like the earliest memories I have of, like when my father was in the picture, he was bumping Music Soul Child like all the time.
Yeah,
so
I love Music Soul Child.
Yeah, so I got that whole R&B vibe. But you're a rapper. What you mean? I don't want to consider myself as a rapper either. I want to be put in that box.
Me neither.
I want to be a musician.
Right.
I don't want to just be, he just rapped, he just this. No, like when you think of me, I want you to think of everything.
Everything.
Like, I don't want to just be categorized as he was a one-trick pony, and that was it.
Facts. It's like I don't want man, you hit that on the head. I don't want people just to sit right there and just categorize me as anything. I just tell people all the time, I'm an artist.
Yeah.
I'm an artist. I don't know what comes next.
Nope.
I don't know how it's gonna come out.
Mm-hmm.
It might be some crazy shit that I shouldn't have said on the song. It might be but my intentions are to release the energy that I have inside.
Yeah.
Any final words for my audience and your audience? Give us something to go home with. Anything you got?
I mean, just always be true to yourself. Don't let other people's opinions make you sway one way or the other. Like, do it for you, nobody else.
Thank you, guys. Amazing episode. One of my favorites of Myloh's My Highs.
Thank you.
With awesome default.
Thank you.
Thank you, my G. Thank you for a great interview. Seriously.
No problem, my guy.
We are out. See you later, motherfuckers. Not just playing.